the field. Let's go into Coach Chris' locker room. Let's talk about what he's talking about to the Bearcats.
You just got to clean it up. The inadvertent penalties are really the only thing that's holding Virginia High back. And don't make Lathrop force himself to make a play. If it's not there, just get out of bounds, let something happen, and let it develop for the next play. I feel like the first quarter they really forced Lathrop to make a really big play early on, and led to the inadvertent pick on the screen pass there where he didn't need to make the throw. Defender was draped all over him.
I feel like Lathrop trying to do a little bit too much.
Yeah, absolutely.
On a third down play, especially. But a good catch there on the pick. But taking a look, just what's something that surprised you in the first half?
The quarterback play. Holy cow. We talked about these guys early on the pregame show, but I didn't think they were going to take me away like that. I mean, it feels like the only offense that's been going on tonight has been involving Lathrop and Scarborough. And, I mean, I guess you'd expect that from your quarterbacks, but, I mean, it seems I'd probably say about 75 to 80% of the rush yards have been them as well.
So I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to say the running backs for Virginia High. I'm going to say Alex Adkins, Howard. Those guys have been able to get enough to keep John Battle worried about them on the afternoon, and that's big enough because when you got Lathrop there, who I say Scampers kind of like Johnny Manziel dodges tacklers, very fun to watch at quarterback. But we've seen Aaron Rose, Alex Adkins, Michael Boardwine carry the ball. Michael Howard, that is, carrying the ball, not Andrew Boardwine, but Howard getting the bulk of the carries. But then we see these change of pace backs, these real quick guys coming out. Howard's kind of the pound-it guy.
And you got to love watching him run. He reminds you a little bit of that Michael Turner, just give me the ball, let me get 3 or 4, and I'll take it from there. But something we're kind of missing there is Bartow tonight. He's doing a really great job just getting in the backfield and getting in Lane Scarborough's face, you know. And that's, especially with the pistol option like that, it's going to be a really big difference maker in the ballgame if he can keep that up.
And they've been able to keep it going so far. This is a John Battle team that gave up 478 rushing yards to Abingdon last week. They only allowed 8 passing yards, but doesn't really matter. Abingdon's a run-heavy team. So whenever you look at those adjustments, thank you, Mark, for giving us those. Took us right inside the locker rooms. Where else are you going to get that? So the game trends really just back and forth first quarter, and then we got to the second quarter. Virginia High kind of dug in, and it was sloppy. A lot of penalties in that second quarter. And you saw a couple early in the ballgame, late hits, just guys amped up, ready to play again, because football's only been back for 1 week. I know we were amped up today.
I'll tell you what, I mean, for these guys just to be across town, you always want to hit your buddy harder than that than anybody. And there's been a lot of good sportsmanship tonight, and that wasn't what I was expecting at all.
Yeah, there's been some good hits this afternoon. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We've got 5 minutes and 10 seconds left until the halftime is done. We'll go look around at scores around the Southwest District and around the area right after this. We'll be right back on the halftime report on Bearcat Radio.
Alvin and the Chipmunks want to remind you to keep bacteria in food from making you ill with 4 simple steps.
These will be a walk in the park.
Clean. Wash hands and surfaces often.
I'm waiting for the rinse cycle.
Separate. Keep raw meats away from ready-to-eat foods.
Yep.
Cook. Make sure meat, poultry, and seafood is cooked to the right temperature.
Fire in the hole!
And chill. Refrigerate food promptly.
Bingo!
Check your steps at foodsafety.gov. Brought to you by the USDA, HHS, and the Ad Council. The road trip to food safety starts at foodsafety.gov.
You're listening to the best high school football in the Tri-Cities on the Bearcat Sports Radio Network.
Hi, I'm Matt Kenseth. You don't have to be a race car driver to know that life can be full of drama. Some of it you can't control, like mechanical issues, high winds, and rain delays. But there's some drama you can skip.
Skip the drama that comes with not having your high school diploma or equivalency. Find free adult education classes near you and finish your diploma. Visit finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org.
You just need to take that first step and find free classes near you and leave the drama for the racetrack.
Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ed Council.
Thanks for listening to tonight's game on Bearcat Radio. Remember that after the final whistle, all games are available for replay at Spreaker.com/Bearcat Radio.
Okay, forest animals, kids are coming to the forest, and it's up to us to make their visit a good one. Sparrow, have you practiced the most popular bird songs for the year?
Of course.
catchy. I like it. River, how's the temperature?
It's a refreshing 52 degrees, man.
I love it. Turtle.
He's not here yet, man.
He's late every morning. Okay. Squirrel.
The Forest has been preparing just for you. To learn more about cool things to do in the forest, visit discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to the Bearcat halftime report here on Bearcat Radio. Virginia High up 21-7 on the John Battle Trojans. Let's take a look around the Southwest District. The Tazewell Bulldogs trailing Graham 46-0 at the half as the G-Men looking for their first win of the year. Tazewell yet to score a point this year so far. Been outscored 70, almost 80-0 so far.
I thought this was a big game for them tonight.
At the half, Marion up 42-7 on Northwood. Wow. Chris Duble making his debut in that battle for 107. It's not going well for him and the Panthers. Union up on top of Richlands at the half, 10-0. That's that big ball game where they were sitting out 10 o'clock this morning. So that
James Mitchell's got his share tonight too out there.
So that one's looking like another good one. Lebanon High School in the first quarter was trailing Lee 21-0 at last check. And at the half, not in the Southwest District, but in the Hoga-Higi, Patrick Henry up 49-6 on Rye Cove at the half. So that's a Washington County school putting a whooping on Rye Cove. 1 minute and 50, also my alma mater. So gotta do a plug for Coach Palmer and the Rebels. 1 minute and 45 seconds to go as the Bearcats take the field for the second half. Good ovation as people trying to get back from the concessions. We were able to scrounge around and find a Pepsi.
I figured I'll let you know. I'm sure the fans would love to hear this. Boone is up 28-3 at the half on Tennessee High tonight as well.
So there'll be a lot of happy Virginia High fans to hear that. Tennessee High trailing. As, again, Tennessee High rolls into Gene Malcolm next weekend, and we'll be live for that one. You can tune in at 6:30 for the pregame show here on the Bearcat Radio Network. Again, we always appreciate all the listeners. We have a Twitter account. You can tweet us at VHS Bearcat Radio. And then also on Facebook, facebook.com/VHS Bearcats. And of course, Spreaker, where you're listening to the game, you can download the app, or you can just go to your internet and type in Spreaker.com/Bearcat Radio. Bearcats on top at 21-7. And a cool thing going on earlier today, Virginia High School announced a joint effort with John Battle to collect cases of water for victims of Hurricane Harvey. And they had fans bring the donations to the Battle and Virginia High game tonight at drop-off locations at John Battle, Virginia High, and the school board office. And they'll be collected through next Thursday. So that's really a nice gesture for both these schools to come together. And they said we may be competitors on the field, but we join together as Bristol, Virginia to aid our fellow Americans. And, of course, our prayers and thoughts go out with Texas. It's been a crazy last couple of days following the hurricane, and it's almost impossible to put into perspective all the destruction that can bring.
I saw a graphic earlier, and it showed if it happened to the city of Toronto, all the rainfall, it said about 92% of the city of Toronto would have been underwater completely.
Gosh.
So just utter devastation there in Texas.
And it's going to take a long time for them to get back to normal, if they ever will. And you see that a lot with these natural disasters earlier, or natural, even weather phenomena.
It's not over. You got a Category 4 or 5 rolling into Florida here just this weekend.
So things, weather-wise, looking bad this weekend as well, but people need a break in Texas, that's for sure. And
they've got their fair
it's
share
easy to
of it.
forget about it after a couple of days, but need to keep remembering them even days after the storm. 57 degrees, or 57 seconds left, not 57 degrees. It's not that cold out here yet, but it will get that cold later in the year.
I'm still sweating up here in the booth.
Yeah,
tonight,
it's still warm up here. We got the lights on in the booth. It's dark on Battle Hill, but it's nothing but light on that Virginia High sideline. 21-7, they're up. 37 seconds to go until we're back to football in the third quarter. Battle fans putting their hands together for the Trojans. Again, one more reminder, Wednesday night we'll have Bearcat Sports Talk, Sports Chat that is, at Buffalo Wild Wings off Exit 5 at the Falls in Bristol. Make sure you come out and see us. 6:30 we'll go live for the show. We'll talk to Coach Christ A couple of the players will be out as well as we preview the Tennessee High game. We'll probably talk a little bit about this one with John Battle that's underway. But make sure you come on out to Buffalo Wild Wings. We want to have a drove of people out, enjoy wings, whatever you want, and just overall just have fun. And if you can't get enough Bearcat sports, that's a perfect feel for you on Wednesday nights at B-Dubs, and we're going to try to do it every week. So again, follow us on Twitter and on Facebook as well to keep up with that broadcast schedule as we get closer to action here. 21-7, Virginia High up. They've scored 14 unanswered. Virginia High trying to get to 2-0 for the third straight year as they'll receive the opening kick of the second half. And now we see John Battle, whenever they chose to take the kick, now they're wishing they hadn't.
I hate to say I told you so.
And you were right on that. You said that 14-point swing at the half.
I guess I played Madden too long not for it to happen, right?
That's the only way to win online is get the ball. All right, here's the opening boot, and we're underway in the third quarter. This one's all the way in the end zone, a touchback. As we'll get started on the 20-yard line.
I don't know what you think, but I think Paul Music has an absolute boomstick on
If he's not getting any looks right now in college, it'd be amazing to me because he has got a leg.
Somebody's got to be calling his line.
I was watching. He's got film out on Max Preps. You can watch him boot them through all day. Of course, they've had a little bit of issue this afternoon. Blocked field goal.
Not his fault, though, at all.
The blocked field goal wasn't his fault. Neither was the punt, so I'm not trying to pin that one on him. As Lathrop and the Bearcat offense line up at the 20 to start the third quarter. Two running backs in the backfield. There's the snap. They hand it off up the middle, weaving through and getting 4 on the first play of the second half is Alex Adkins to get us underway. 4 yards. 3 yards, actually. Second down and 7. That was Aaron Rose. Hold on. Mark's confusing me over here.
We'll just go on to the next play.
Second down and 7. Here's a snap, another carry inside. Another 3 yards.
Got about a 3rd and 5 here.
That was Rose. Goins on the tackle.
Who else?
Yeah, Goins has made all the defensive plays this afternoon, seems like. Virginia High up to the 25-yard line. 3rd down and 5. Lathrop back. Here's the snap. He rolls off to the left. He's looking downfield, throws it short and in between the arms of Lane Carroll. Should have had it, but can't come up with it. Incomplete. 4th down and 5. And the punt team's going to come out for Virginia High to start the third quarter. Not a very good opening possession as John Battle forces a 3 and out. And you know that Coach Stone happy with this coming out. Carroll out to punt this time for Virginia High. So this is new. We've seen Filer all afternoon. Mumpower back deep. The punt's off. Lands at the 45 and kicks back toward the 50. Down at the John Battle 47.
About a 30-yard net there. About a 33-yard net overall. You know, John Battle's looking to avoid punting for the 4th straight time tonight on complete drives.
So now John Battle will get a shot. Again, a full house this afternoon at Battle Hill, the first home game of the season for the Trojans. They were defeated last week by Abingdon 35-24 in a hard-fought ball game. Going to have to earn it again tonight, trailing 21-7 to the Bearcats of Virginia High. Again, this is Dylan Hutton with Mark Carr on the call for tonight's ball game.
If you're Virginia High, it's not exactly how you wanted to start out the second half.
Scarborough gets the ball, snaps it, and he's going to keep it, run straight to the left past the 50. He's got some room past the 45 to the 40, down and out of bounds inside the 35.
Colton Ratcliffe again.
Yeah, right at the 35-yard line. And big gain there. 20 yards at least. Right on the money, actually 25 yards. Scarborough able to get loose. First down, 35-yard line. As Scarborough from the wing. They'll put a man in motion. Here's the snap. fumble on the hit.
Hard hit.
And recovered, though, by John Battle as William Mumpower is able to get to it. Loss of 6 on the play. It's back to the 41-yard line.
Hard hit there by Cooper Gobble.
He just train wrecked that option play. Scarborough had an issue holding on to the ball last week. Had a